Hey everyone, it's Sammy from Sammy's Sweet Life, and from the title you can already kind of tell what I'm about to talk about. And so it's really surreal, like it hasn't really sunk in yet what happened. Yesterday our house caught on fire, and it was our house that we're building. Thankfully nobody was inside, nobody got hurt. So let's start at the beginning. So I got some texts from two of my friends. They'll both be future neighbors. One of them moved from Champaign with us through the relocation thing that happened with my husband's work. So they're just another family that we know. We're going to be living in the same area, and our drive to each other's house is like 2 minutes once we're in the same area. It's within walking distance, super close. And then we met her neighbor. We become friends with her too. So those two friends sent me texts yesterday afternoon like, oh my gosh, there's a house on fire around your house. Do you know anything about this? Have you heard anything? Is it your house? They're both pretty much panicking at this point because there's not a whole lot of houses around where our house is being built. We're one of the first ones in that area. They both tried to drive past and see, and the roads were completely blocked off. There were multiple fire trucks. There were multiple ambulances. The people in the neighborhood group were all freaking out about this, that some houses, what looks like some houses on fire. They can all see smoke. There's pictures of people posting like the smoke from the house. I was unaware of the activity in the Facebook group at that point. So I had come back to my phone and seen all these messages from both of my friends, like panicking about this particular situation where they can see smoke, they can't go over there, they don't know whose house it is, and they're both freaking out that it might be my house. I had a really bad migraine yesterday morning. So Johnny was home taking care of Olivia while I was just knocked out, knocked flat on my butt. I was totally unaware of any of the stuff in the Facebook group. I was unaware I had gotten the texts. I had seen their texts maybe an hour after they had sent them, and one of them's like, we still don't know anything. Have you talked to your builder? Maybe your builder knows something. So I'm like, okay, I'll call my builder. So when I called him, he was kind of surprised that it was me. And I was like, okay, whose house is on fire? And he's like, oh my gosh, so-and-so didn't call you. And he's like, it was yours. And he was shocked that so-and-so didn't call me. It's so-and-so's day off, so he couldn't call me. So I found out by calling the builder just to be nosy and curious, like, okay, whose house was on fire? And it was ours. The builder kind of filled us in. The plumber was there that day, and to seal like the plumbing pipes, they use torches, and he left something smoldering and the house caught on fire. They think it started in the downstairs master bathroom, possibly, and it traveled up to the second story, and it caved in part of the roof. And he said the words, I'll probably never forget these words. He said, there's no reason at all to be optimistic at this point. And I thought it was weird, and it caught me off guard. And I had him like explain what he was talking about, because I was like, you mean I should be optimistic? And it was really, no, he said, don't be optimistic at this point. So he was explaining there's significant smoke damage. There were 3 fire trucks, the fire hoses are really, really strong. They put a lot of water into the house to extinguish it. And basically he's saying that there's going to be nothing saved. Basically the whole house is just going to be trashed. And so it's hard to even talk about. I'm just so shocked. I'm kind of numb at this point. Like, I can't believe this just happened. And Olivia and I drove up to see it today, and it's bad. The first pictures I saw of it, one of my friends was able to drive past last night. They have it taped off, and she's just snapped a couple of pictures from the road. And in the pictures, it didn't look as significant as it looks in real life. Like there's, the first few pictures I saw just didn't capture the magnitude of what happened. All the windows are black. There's like burnt edges around all of the house, like all the roof corners and stuff. And there's a part of the roof that's caved in, and like all around it looks like it could cave in even more at this point. They have the whole house just taped off all around the house, so nobody's supposed to go inside, nobody's supposed to go near it. So I was able to get some footage when we drove by today. I will show you guys that. I have no words to describe this. Yeah, we can't go in, remember? Fire. So you can tell all the windows are black. I'm gonna zoom in. All the windows are black. Roof's caved in. You can see out the vent there. It's all black. We can't go in. Yeah. The house is broken. We can't go in. They have it taped off now. Yep, the house is broken. We can't go in. That's all we can see. The front's completely taped off, so this is about as close as we can get. Oh, and it's about to storm. I just heard some thunder, so we gotta go inside and get in the car. There's our house. Yeah, we can't go in. Looks like there's no possible way to salvage any of it. It just looks like it's all gonna be demolished and taken apart and trashed. It's just crazy because we were just told, you know, they're gonna fix our stone. We were just told we were about 6 weeks out from completion, and we're back to square one. Actually worse than square one. It's gotta be cleaned up at this point. And since this was a plumbing incident, the plumbing company, their insurance is going to come out and evaluate everything. Then the builder is going to come out and evaluate everything, and they're going to figure out how to proceed from here, what can be saved, if it all has to be just taken down to the foundation, if it all has to just be taken down to the dirt. It was significant damage, and so I have a feeling at least the whole house is going to be taken down to the foundation. I'd be surprised if anything made it because it's really bad, and I'm just really thankful that nobody was hurt, and I'm really thankful we weren't there when it happened. But I'm shocked. I'm really shocked, and everybody's shocked. And this has never happened to our builder. They've had one house fire in, you know, decades of time, and it was a lightning strike. So it was a, you know, a freak incident, just like this was a freak incident, but it was in another way. It was what's considered, I guess, an act of God, where this is somebody made a big honking mistake, and I really feel bad for the guy who did it, because probably this is going to ruin his livelihood. He's definitely going to have a career change after this one. You know, thankfully everybody has insurance, so this kind of thing will work out, but it's definitely a loss for everyone involved. It's a loss for the guy who did it. It's a loss for the builder. It's a loss for us. And I don't know how the pieces are going to fall after this. I'm really not sure where we go from here and what's going to happen from here. So, we're pretty sad. We're pretty upset about this. And like when all the stonework thing was happening, I was really angry, and I was really upset at the idea of losing our house, because, you know, we did put a lot into this. We did put a lot of time and effort and dreams into this house, and to watch it literally go up in flames, it's heartbreaking a little bit. And I know it's just stuff, so part of me is just like, you know, we'll bounce back. It's not a huge deal, but it costs us too. You know, we were about 6 weeks out from being done with all of this, and now we're at square freaking one. It's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal. The house burned down, and I guess we're gonna start from here on out. We're gonna be starting dream home number 2, no matter how it plays out. More than likely that house will be demolished, and so it's just kind of sad. It's kind of sad all of it got wasted. I'm kind of numb about all the building stuff at this point. It's just so much time, and all the workers involved in building this house, just to watch it just go to waste. It's hard. Our realtor has never heard of anything like this happening. The building company has, you know, had only one other fire in their history. And so this is like totally new territory for everybody. It's just one of those crazy things. Like, this is something you couldn't make up. And if I hadn't seen the pictures, it'd be hard for me to believe that this kind of thing even happens. I said before, this home building process has been an emotional roller coaster. Well, now I'm pretty sure this tops everything about home building that could possibly be topped at this point. It's unbelievable. And anyway, I just I wanted to fill you guys in on what's happening. I thought about waiting until we had some sort of answer, some sort of options, and be able to like do a whole video like, hey, our house burned down, this is what we're gonna do about it. But it's gonna be a while. The insurance companies aren't even gonna come for a couple more days. Probably not even meet with our builder to discuss options until next week, possibly the week after. So I didn't really wanna leave you guys totally hanging. I wanted to fill you guys in on what's happening. But right now we're just gonna wait. We're gonna wait and see what anybody plans on doing at this point. So we're just kind of in limbo. And yeah, so that's my update for today. Our house got on fire. It's so ridiculous. I'm sure you guys are surprised, like I'm surprised. So I think that's it for this video. I will fill you guys in as soon as we know something, as soon as we have options and answers and all that stuff. So it'll probably be Dream Home Round 2. I think this definitely concludes Dream Home Round 1. So I'll keep you posted. Be sure to subscribe so you can follow me along, and I hope you guys have a great day. I hope it's way, way better than the days we've been having lately. But I'll catch you next time, guys. Bye.